Hi all, welcome to Diversified Finance. So it has not been a really good day. Overnight, Bitcoin dumped a lot, and then all coins, like we've seen some all coins dropped about like 40%, some of them dropped like 50%. So I just want to quickly play this video, which I've done 3 weeks ago, like in early Jan. So let me just play this video quickly. And if someone wants to get into Bitcoin right now or buy all coins, this is absolutely not the time. We would rather wait for like a major correction later on, like in January or so, to get into crypto. Right now, it's not a good time to buy Bitcoin. Absolutely, absolutely not. Because don't forget, Bitcoin just it pumped from 16K to 108, right? So it's gone up so much, and right now it's not a good time to get into the market. But back in the day when we were asking people to buy, like people did not care much. But right now, when everyone knows about it, it's not a good time to get in. So as you can see, the last video that I've done in my channel, like I've clearly mentioned that this is not a good time to get in. So we were kind of expecting some sort of a correction to happen. So, and I also had some I started like selling like in early Jan. I started selling some of my cryptos, and I was making sure that I have enough USDT just in case if there's a market drop, so I can get back in the market, right? So buy back more coins because as you know, all coins just gone down so much. So let's quickly look at the chart. So this is the Bitcoin chart that uh, we are looking at right now. So yeah, there's two scenarios that I expect. Either Bitcoin will would maybe in February or March, we might see this dump continue. So we're still waiting for US to open overnight, and we have to see what happens when Nasdaq and Dow Jones opens like tonight, overnight, in New York time, like 9:30 a.m. In US. So if we see Nasdaq tend to drop, uh, and like see a correction, like we would probably see Bitcoin could keep on going down. But given that we already had a correction from 108 to like 91, 92,000, there's a chance that we might consolidate in this area, but there's a high chance after consolidation, we could still come back down to this area, right? So 75 to 65 area, there's a possibility it could come down there. So that's like one scenario, or we can draw this trend line. Uh, Likewise, uh, it might could also come down to like 72,000 or so. There's a possibility that Bitcoin could drop to like 65 to 75K before we see higher prices, right? Which is not a bad thing. Like right now, um, when everyone expect Bitcoin to go up, Bitcoin normally wouldn't go up, right? That's the way it is. So when no one's talking about it, for example, as I mentioned in my previous video, when no one is talking about Bitcoin, when no one cared about Bitcoin, like when Bitcoin used to be around like 16,000, 17,000, right? That's the time to get in. But right now, everyone wants to get into Bitcoin. Everyone's talking about Bitcoin. Look at all the altcoins, the popular altcoins like XLM, Cardano, XRP, like all these altcoins, everyone's talking about it. So when like hear that people are talking about altcoins, Bitcoin, bit too excessively, that's like a bit of a sign that that we are like it could be like a top. We need a correction before we go any higher. So expectation is Bitcoin to come down to about like 75, right? Worst case scenario, it could drop to 65 to 75K within this area. So imagine what will happen to all coins if that happens. So that's why I mentioned in my previous video, this is not the time to get into Bitcoin or to buy all coins. The best thing to do right now, hold some USDT and then wait for opportunity to DCA, right? So some all coins are really down like overnight in the morning they were really down. So it would have been like a good opportunity to accumulate them. But still, when the market drops, what only coin that I would be accumulating is Bitcoin, nothing else. I'm going to accumulate only Bitcoin and then let Bitcoin pump up higher, right? Let's say, for example, Bitcoin drops to 75K or 70K. And then at that time, I'll accumulate as much as Bitcoin I can, right? And then I let Bitcoin pump, because when Bitcoin pumps, all coins will not do anything, right? So we can buy Bitcoin and some all coins here and there. Like if I see like good opportunities, if some like a coin is down like 90%, regardless whether Bitcoin goes up or down, it might not go down any further, right? So I slightly accumulate like some micro cap coins, because my sometimes like most of the time micro cap coins like fluctuation would not matter much with Bitcoin price action, because they are very small. The market cap is very small. Supply is very, very small. There's not much liquidity. Even if people want to panic sell, there's no one to sell. So in that regard, like micro cap coins, like good coins, might not uh, um, go down so much compared to a large cap, mid cap, and small cap. But main thing I would be accumulating would be Bitcoin, and I let Bitcoin pump and use Bitcoin profit to convert into all coins. So I get to buy more all coins with Bitcoin profits. Right? The reason behind that is when Bitcoin pumps, all coins would not do anything, just sit there. Compared to BTC, they might not do much, right? Compared to USDT, yes, they could go up a little bit, but compared to BTC, they could be like probably going down or not doing much at all. So meaning I'll buy Bitcoin, let Bitcoin pump higher, and then I would convert Bitcoin into all coins. So that's the plan. So for example, let's look at like a altcoin. I would say XRP, because everyone was talking about XRP these days. So for the past few months, everyone's talking about XRP, and people are saying, oh, XRP going to go to 20. This target like at $20. Actually, because a lot of many people are talking about like this target, $20 target for XRP. I actually looked at it, and I can see why people say that. So technical, if you look at the technical chart, there is a target where Bitcoin could go uh, like above like $10. There's a chance that it could happen, right? Maybe uh, $8, 9, 10, or like if you're lucky, maybe up to $20. I've seen that in the technical chart. Maybe in the next time I'll show it to you like in a video. But the problem is when everyone is talking about XRP, it's not going to go anywhere, right? There's too many people are expecting it, then it won't happen. The thing is, we just want a correction first, and that's exactly what we got. Look at this, XRP just dropped about 50% from its top. So it was somewhere near $3.30, $3.40, and then it dropped about like 48%, right? So I don't believe the correction is over, right? It might, this is the weekly chart, so it'll probably consolidate this area for some time, and then we might see further downside. And there's a possibility it could come down to like drop below $1. There's a possibility it could happen, right? So there's a lot of support around 75 cents, 80 cents in that area. Worst come to worst, it could drop all the way to like 50 cents, 55 cents. There's a possibility it could happen. So expectation is to see XRP in between 50 cents to 80 cents. So this range, like we can mark this range. There's a possibility it could go drop down to that level. So that's there. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah. So that's what it is. So even if you look at other coins, for example, Cardano just got hammered big time, right? So that also dropped about, I would say, mm, probably 30%. Yeah, that dropped about 60%, right? So this is like crazy, right? For all, that's why to hold all coins right now, it's not a good thing. Like, and I heard overnight a lot of people got liquidated, like trying to future trade. Even I lost few trades overnight as well because it's really tempting like to see the market going down, but it's not easy. Like when the market is so volatile, you would rather stay out. So Cardano dropped 60%, right? So this is why, like, the thing is, I discussed this many times. Like, profit taking is very important. Like, a lot of people tend to forget about it, right? And then they become greedy and they expect a lot higher prices. But if you put like, let's say, $1,000, right, or $100, and if it goes up to like 1,000 or like 2 3 thousand, man, it's okay to, like, sell 30% and take some profit out, right? And now I know everyone, like, you now you wish you sold a lot more, right, when the dump happens, but it's too late now, unfortunately. You have to probably wait for some time for these markets to these coins to recover. And when that recovery come, like, we have to wait and see. Like, it might take a quarter, like, it might take 2 quarters, we don't know. So the only thing is missing is right now QE, right? We need QE, we need money printing to see a whole season. Otherwise, we're not going to see any of these tokens are pumping. So that will take some time. For that to happen, we need to see a share market crash. So I would really love to see Nasdaq or Dow Jones probably crash maybe 5 10%, and give the news, like, to Fed, okay, market is going down, you need to start printing money to just to keep the markets up there, right? So printing free money, like when you print so much of money, that will help the all season. That will help people to borrow that cheap money and come in, like, gamble in these old coins. That's when we see the old season. So basically, we have 4 cycles, right? So first 3 years, we supposed to be in Bitcoin heavy. Last year, that's when we rotate our Bitcoin into all coins, right? That's the way to do it. So eventually, all coins gonna outperform BTC, because if you put like $1,000 into BTC, there's less likelihood that you could get 10x, right? If you put 1,000, you can't get 10,000 out of Bitcoin because Bitcoin market cap is so high. But during these times when the market drops, like during these first 3 years of the cycle, Bitcoin could act as a safe haven, right? So you get to protect your Satoshi value, right? During these 3 years. Last year is a different story, right? All coins will like there could be all coins that you probably be able to get 10x, 20x, 50, 100x. So that sort of gains you're never gonna get from Bitcoin. So that's when we're supposed to rotate BTC into all coins. So that's the plan. That's what we're supposed to do. Even I'm not holding a lot of Bitcoin at the moment, so that's kind of sad, but it's okay. Like, but thank God, like, I've seen, like, I've been talking about Palm AI as an AI token, and luckily it pumped probably in late December to early Jan. So I bought Palm AI around like 30 cents, 30, 40 cents, and it pumped all the way to like $1.50. And then we seen there's a drop, and then it made like a double top. So this is like a bearish sort of a chart pattern. So I s- sold, like, probably 30% of my Palm AI around this area, and some around like $1 also. So this helped me to, like, get out of this token, and then now I have some USDT set aside. Uh, and I sold like some other altcoins which just pump, like, a lot. So that's the way to go, right? I mean, I've mentioned, like, the people in my group, like, I've mentioned, told them like many times, like, even from 2017, all the time. Like I mention it all the time. You're supposed to have USDT all the time, right? So if you see like a coin pumps, you better sell and take some, like, have some 5 to 10% USDT in your portfolio all the time. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But people unfortunately want to put all their money into cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, like for investment, and put everything, and then, like, um, like a 10x like gains from it. But unfortunately, what you don't understand, like, in case, like, it's this sort of a scenario where the market goes the other way, right? Then you wish you had some USDT to get back in, right? But right now it's too late, like, because right now if you sell, you're going to sell at a loss. So you rather hold. So I hope this is not the end of the bull market, right? That's very important. So What if like the next bull market gonna come in like another 4 years, like in 2029, right? There's like a disaster, right? You have to wait for another 4 years to see like a proper bull market. I don't think so. Some people are saying things like that, but don't believe so, because look at Ethereum, right? We haven't seen all-time highs for Ethereum for this market as yet, but eventually there'll be a pump coming for Ethereum as well. But we need to see Ethereum drop a little bit more, right? So it's somewhere near, I would say, uh, 2000, let me have a look, 2500, 2600 right now. So today it dropped to about like 2150. It needs to drop below 2000, right? Then that's when a good time to accumulate. But I'm gonna accumulate BTC as I said earlier. But if it's looking really attractive, I'm like, like if I put like 60%, use my 60% of USDT to buy BTC, I just don't mind, like, adding some Ethereum, like, at the same time, right? Right. It's better to go in, like, buy Bitcoin all the time, and then let the dominance drop, right? And let the dominance stop, and then you can switch your Bitcoin into altcoins. But for Ethereum to go higher, if you want to see Ethereum above 5K or 10K Ethereum, it needs to correct more. This is still too high. Like, I want to see Ethereum somewhere near, like, 1700, 15 to 1500, 1500. 1,000 would be nice, right? It's a nice round number, but I don't think so. But if we don't know, like, I mean, if the correction get worse, right? There's a possibility it could, like, drop to 1,000. But I'm thinking maybe somewhere near 1500 would be like a nice number, like, to accumulate Ethereum if you want to. Yeah, so I hope people learn their lesson, right? I mean, I learned my lesson as well, like, not to leverage trade when the market is so volatile. So it's really, really hard. Like, I kept losing trades overnight and did not sleep much. And then in the morning, like, when I think back, like, I just did not get in any sleep. And end of the day, I did not make any money either. So it's just like a waste of time. Like, I couldn't even sleep. So, yeah, so this is unfortunate. Like, there's one guy, YouTuber, like, he had a plan to um, uh, make 10 million by 1 million, like, by trading 1 million. So he's been working, like, last whole year, last 12 months, he's been working on his trading, right? He's been trading, leverage trading, like $1 million worth of, like, he had $1 million on his wallet. So his plan was to, like, make it 10 million, and then he ended up making 2 million, but he lost 1.1 million last night, right? So he's back to his volatility is back to the original amount that he started, like, 12 months ago. So it's a sad situation, but see, uh, lesson learned, like, guys, don't be greedy, right? When you see a coin pumps like 5x, 10x, don't be greedy. Like, don't just say, oh, yeah, I'll sell later, right? No. And if someone asking you to sell and take some profit, you need to listen to them, right? Maybe they're saying it for a reason. I mean, even like selling 10%, if you like say this sold 10% of one of the coins that pumped, you probably would have had some USDT by now, right? And it would be really helpful to hold USDT if the market keeps on dropping. Then you can buy Bitcoin and all coins at a cheaper price, right? When nobody's buying it, right? So the thing is, everyone goes through. It's like a journey. Like, I've gone through it like many times, right? I mean, last couple of bull markets, I did the same thing, right? And then I remember every time in the market goes down like this, I don't have any of USDT to buy in, because I've gone all in. So then that's when I realized it's okay to have some USDT set aside. You don't need to go all in, right? And if you see a coin pumps like 5, 6, 7x, right, of 10x, man, it's a peace of mind, like, to sell and maybe 30, 40, 50% and take some USD, have some USDT and set aside just in case. These markets are not easy, right? This is not like the property market. You just buy and wait and, hope, like, it goes up. There's nothing like that. This is very volatile, right? It can pump like 20% one day, and next day it could drop like 50%. We don't know. So it's very highly volatile. This is not for everyone. So if you um, feel like you can't sleep, this is not the market for you. You should be like, stick to some other investment, right? Because this is really crazy. Like, I mean, I do understand how it feels like, when you lose money. But unless you're not going to sell, you're not going to lose anything, right? Just hold on to it. The only downside is you don't have USDT to buy more coins. That's the only downside. Other than that, just hold on to your coins, like eventually. Because I remember back in the day when the market went down, like even during COVID, I did not buy any Bitcoin. Like, I had no money at that time. Like, I just put everything in there. I did not even buy all coins, but I had some coins that I bought earlier. But eventually those coins pumped, right? So even the thing is, you just hold on to your coins. Like, don't panic sell. This is the worst time to panic sell. If someone panic sells right now, that's the worst thing to do. And next thing you know, what if the markets, like, after some time, like a month or two, start pumping back up, right? Then you feel like, oh, why did I sell? So I know it's not easy, but um, try not to panic sell. Like, just don't look at the market, just go and do something else, like, read a book or something, trying to, like, pass time, or like, that's the best thing to do. Like, don't look at the market, because if you look at it, you just kind of like might go crazy, right? And you probably have some sleepless night. You just go to bed and you feel like, why did I do it? Like, it's just normal for anyone. Like, you can't do much about it. The only thing is, no need to panic sell, right? Just hold on to your crypto. Okay, I think that's all for today. I'll talk to you in the next video. See ya.